For an update on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerjada joins us. Morning.
Good morning to you, Tundu. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Five. Tundu. It's good to be here today.
The man from Morocco.
A lovely place, I must actually say. Unfortunately, work had to drag me back into the studio. Now, good news actually stemming from the camp of Serena Williams, because this is what Wimbledon actually tweeted yesterday, understanding that she's actually won 7 Grand Slams at SW19 and the All England Club. And yesterday she tweeted this nice kicks and talking about the fact that she's back and see you there. So a lot is expected from Serena Williams. The last time she actually played competitive tennis at the highest level was last year at the All England Club, where she injured herself in the first round. And right now she's hoping to come back. She still holds the record. She and her sister, she actually went 14-0 when it comes to the doubles. She has 7 Grand Slams. She actually debuted at 16, won her first title in 2002. Now, won her last title there in 2016. She's gotten to the finals in 2018 and 2019. She will be hoping that she can actually pull this one and bring it home. She's 40 years right now. Not,
we're gonna go there.
not the youngest of people, and not the youngest of people.
Sport anyway.
And she's not had enough competitive tennis at the highest level. She will be playing in the Eastbourne Open a week before Wimbledon, so maybe that might just, with Ons Jabot, that's actually some good news. I'm sure Ons will be taking a lot of lessons from her in the doubles before they go into Wimbledon. So let's see what actually happens, but it's getting everybody excited that she will be at SW19 and hitting it, and who knows, she might be just clinching that 24th Grand Slam. We can never know. And there's also an opportunity for Venus to also get the World Cup, but that'll be down the road. But she's 41, and anything can still happen. Anything can still.
Venus has been through a lot in her life,
So let's see how we.
Even Serena.
Yeah. So, but in the meantime, Costa Rica became the final team to qualify for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Of course, the Mundial will be taking place in November, 21st of November, and they'll be taking on Spain. So Costa Rica are once again quite happy to be gracing the Mundial once again. They are among the 32 teams. Of course, if you look at their group, not the easiest of group. They have Spain, they've got Germany, they've got Japan, and but Nigeria would have taken this, by the way. Let's also talk about the Socceroos. Australia also.
Yeah, that was good. I saw that yesterday.
Yeah, so Australia also have booked a place in the World Cup, and they are quite excited that they will be mixing up things. They are also probably fanciing their chances.
Tough group.
France, Denmark, Tunisia. I don't think it's as tough as it looks on paper, because you understand that Tunisia are not the powerhouse they used to be. Denmark are attending the World Cup for the very first time in a very long time. As a matter of fact, the last time they actually attended the World Cup was when we played against them back in '98. So
but that was '98.
Okay.
And they had a decent team then.
Okay, yes, they did.
They went all the way.
So
I think Brazil knocked them out after they beat us.
Yeah.
3-2 Rivaldo goal.
Yeah. So let's see what actually happens. Looking at the entire 32 teams that will be gracing the Mundial in Qatar on the 21st of November. Let's see if this Mundial that has been shrouded in a lot of controversy will live up to the high billing. And Nigeria would have been in Group H alongside Portugal, Uruguay, and Korea Republic. But we can lick our wounds. That's all water under the bridge right now. Now, away from that, quickly, let's talk about Nunes. Liverpool are trying to probably respond to Manchester City signing of Erling Haaland, and they've actually brought in Nunes in. And at the moment, he's actually, for an initial fee of £64 million, he could rise to as much as 85 million. He's been quite prolific last season. He scored over 30 goals for Benfica, and right now he's joining the ranks of the Reds. Let's see if he will be able to make the splash. While former Manchester City man Vincent Kompany will be joining relegated Burnley, and he'll be hoping to steer them back into the Premier League. The 36-year-old was a coach with Anderlecht. They finished third last season. He's been talking tough that he can actually do it. And I commend the fact that means before he retired, he had been getting his coaching badges and doing everything needed, because as soon as before he even retired, he was a player coach for Anderlecht before becoming their full-time coach. And now he's getting a very, very huge job with Burnley. Let's see if he can get them back up. And finally, let's talk about Anthony Joshua. He said his tactics against Usyk was baffling, trying to outbox the Ukrainian. And I'm shocked that this is coming from Anthony Joshua right now. But the head criticized him, and right now he's probably rethinking his tactics ahead of that particular bout. But one man is talking about Tyson Fury, saying that he should come to him and come and learn something, that he'll teach him what he needs to do if he wants to beat Usyk. And let's see how it actually goes. There's still a back and forth about maybe Tyson Fury might come out of retirement for a £200 million payday. But at the moment, Anthony Joshua says he's completely focused on fighting Usyk for the WBC, IBF, and IBO belt.
So I'd like to comment on this, because it has to be said, the thing about southpaw fighters, I mean, their stance, if you have a boxer that's a southpaw stance fighter, it's always difficult to beat him. And Usyk is a southpaw fighter, so you hardly have most of them are orthodox fighters and the likes. And the problem is, you cannot outbox a southpaw pound for pound, because he's more flexible with the punches. He has a go at you every time. So you have to be on the defensive many times. So if Eddie Hearn is accusing him of not doing enough, yes, definitely that's the case. But my fear is, will even Anthony Joshua, with the all-time low he's got to not be able to beat Usyk? Because let's not forget, Usyk is the better pound-for-pound fighter.
Yes, he is.
Anthony Joshua, we have to learn as much as possible to stabilize the punches and see if we can put in a big jab in there, 1 or 2, 3 big jabs, and probably knock it down in the 4th, 5th round. But that'll be hard, because the Ukrainian is tough. He can go at it.
He's strong.
He can take punches here and there.
And he's also got major motivation with all that has happened in the past couple of wars.
So it's going to be very difficult. And that's why I think you should listen to Fury, because I don't know how Fury does it, but Fury knows how to take a punch. But my fear with Anthony Joshua, like I've always said, is if the fight goes beyond the 6th, 7th round, I cannot trust Anthony Joshua.
Okay, let's talk about Darwin Núñez, right?
Yeah, Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, he will bring ferocious speed. He will bring a lot of energy, a lot of talent. He says he wants to win trophies and score goals. And the coach says, well, he's the perfect fit for us. Sadio Mane is moving on. Will he be a good replacement for Sadio Mane? And how does he fit in, considering the fact that Liverpool has an attacking machinery that is, quite outstanding? That's one question. And then, of course, the other person, Matic has now gone to AS Roma as a free agent to join Jose Mourinho. Beyond joining his former boss and all that, what is he bringing to the table? And then Haaland is now with Man City after the fashion of his father. Okay, beyond reproducing what his father did, what is the big proposition in that regard? And then finally, England, Gareth Southgate. He lost woefully, the worst defeat that the Three Lions have recorded, losing to Hungary, so woefully, since 1928, and since 1953 also, when they lost 5-1. This has been the most disgraceful. They had no answer for Hungary, and they are now at the bottom of the table, where they've been facing Hungary and Italy. They drew with Italy the other day. Despite the 9 changes made by Gareth Southgate, the Three Lions, I think they need to buckle up. What do you think happened? Everybody was asleep, including Phil Foden.
I think they're running into a bad patch. I think they're just going through a bad patch. They will get out of it, I think, with time. This is just a tournament. Nobody should actually pull out any hairs. I think they're just going through a bad patch. But Tundu, quickly, you mentioned something about the age, and I'm saying that will be a huge factor, understanding that Serena Williams got into 2 finals but couldn't do anything.
I know, and I know you're really pleased to point that out, because you had said already that she won't be able to clinch those titles, and you were right, and I hate it when you're right.
But let's see what actually happens.
But he does play a role.
I know.
I'm sorry,
don't rub it in. She's still the GOAT.
Okay,
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Producer is saying we need to go now.
All right, so it's a
Aaron.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.